ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ attitude change ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾನ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಡೀತದೆ, ನಾನ್ ಲಾಯರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಡೀತದೆ. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Both of us are answerable to society because of the paymasters who are the general public. We are surviving. ಅದು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 3 ನಿಮಿಷ 4 ನಿಮಿಷ 5 ನಿಮಿಷ 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳು ನಾವು ಎಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀನ್ ಅಬ್ರಾಡ್ ಹೋಗು, ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಹೋಗು, ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಕಿಂಗ್ಡಮ್ ಹೋಗು, ಅಮೆರಿಕ ಹೋಗು, ಏನು ಸಿಗದಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಿಬಿಯಾ, ನೈಜೀರಿಯಾ, ಸೊಮಾಲಿಯಾನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಗು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ನನ್ನ ಬೇಕು, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬೇಡ. ನಾವೇ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಮಾತಿರೋದು. ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಾನು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಥೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವೇರ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, a week's time is granted to do needful and complete office objection, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order. In case if the office objections and directions are not complied, in full, registry to list the matter on 1/6. Yes.
Third time non-compliance number 2, Shailesh S. Katan.
ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅಪಲೆಂಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಪಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಎನ್ಒಸಿ ವಕಾಲತ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಕೌಂಟರ್. ಸೂಪರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಷನ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ಡ್. ಸದಸ್ಯವತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಪೀಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಅದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಅದು ಅಪಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಆಫೀಸ್ನವರ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅವರ
ಅದು ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್
ಆಗ್ಲಿ. ನೀವು ಎನ್ಒಸಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ.
ಇನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಕಾಲತ್ ಎನ್ಒಸಿ ವಕಾಲತ್ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೇಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಈಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎನ್ಒಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
You have not yet filed NOC, then you have no standing to make any submission in the matter. Until you file a wakalat, you cannot make any submission, that too without the leave of the court. Undertaking to file wakalat does not entitle you to make any submission without the leave of the court.
Name was not tallied to the, so they are not taking any wakalat to the counter.
ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಗಿತಿತ್ತು ಕತೆ. ಇದ್ರದ್ದನ್ನೇ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜೆರಾಕ್ಸ್ ತೆಗೆದ್ನೋ ಅಥವಾ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್ ತೆಗೆದ ಸ್ಟಿಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಮುಗಿತಿತ್ತು. 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಇಲ್ಲದ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಕಾರಣ ಈಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಶ್ರೀ ಶೈಲೇಶ್ ಎಸ್ ಕಟಾರೆ is not absent. Learned counsel Sri so and so who says that he is filing a wakalat, no objection wakalat for the appellant, submits that because of predecessor's mistake he couldn't comply with this objection. Next line. Prima facie, the learned counsel who is appearing today has not filed wakalat for either of the parties in the matter. As such, he is not the counsel representing the appellant in the matter. Secondly, as could be seen from the cause list, the main objection that was required to be complied was filing of the second set of the copy in the matter, for which for more than 4 years the appellant has not evinced any interest. Sufficient time of not less than 3 times were also given to the appellant in the matter to do needful, despite which the appellant has not evinced any interest. Hence, I do not find any reason in granting further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution.
Serial number 3, Divakara PS.
We have complied office objections. Name of defendant number 8D by oversight has been out in the last title of the judgment. But in the degree copy, it has been stated at page number 126. I also furnished this.
What submission you are making has got no relevance with the alleged outstanding office objection which is yet to be complied with.
They have raised a fresh objection. We have complied on 27 times. We time to comply any fresh objection.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant. As finally, a week's time is granted to comply office objection, making it clear that in case its office objection is not complied within a week, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order in the matter. In case if the office objection is not complied, it can time list the matter on 2/6.
Serial number 4, Ram Mohan A.
Appellant, excuse me, Lord. 8/11/22. Had an application in the order 122, seeking deletion of several responses. It's a very old suit. So many people are there at the trial stage itself. The suits seem to have abated. So when we go in for all these, we come to know that when we get to our sub deletion of all those people. But the interesting point in this case, my lord, is the suit scheduled property belongs to BBM. It's still BBMP officer has come and before the court, it is BBMP's property. The partition is being done. How a partition suit can be allowed? That is the only subject matter in this case. So I have sought for.
Probably I am mistaken. I am not here in this matter to hear on the merit of
I
the
know,
case,
I know.
but regarding the complaints of office objection.
Office objection, my lord, I have already complied with that. This application, whatever that I have heard on 8/11/22, should solve all the problems.
Yes, whether your application dated so and so gives the present age of the petitioner.
I'm sorry, my lord.
Office objections are like that.
But in the cost, I did not see any of those things, my lord. That is why I was.
ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಾಡದಿದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ
I'm sorry, my lord. I will attend to the other aspect.
ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಚತುರತೆ ತೋರಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿಷಯನ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ವಕೀಲ?
I am sorry, my lord. This was the situation. I was under the impression my colleague has complied with all the objections.
ನಿಮ್ ಕಲೀಗ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲದವರು ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್.
Martin, sir. Martin.
Learned counsel, yes please. That will not be shown unless the matter would be ripened for first hearing. ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಸಿವಿಲ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. The counsel for the appellant and caveator are physically present. Considering the reasons shown by the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, a week's time is granted to comply all office objection, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-prosecution of office objection. In case if the office objections are not complied with in photo registry, to list the matter on 2/6. Yes.
And overrule all these objections on the reason that the suit property belongs to BBMP, my lord. How the partition could be maintained. Only from that point of view, your lordship may so photo can take an.
ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಓವರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಮೇಂಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಓವರ್ ರೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಬಹಳ ಟ್ರಿವಿಯಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಹಳ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಓದಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವೇ, ಅವ್ರು ಏಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವ್ರ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಲೇಂಟಿಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ಯಾವಾಗ ಸತ್ತೋದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇದೆ. ಅದಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಚೂರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಮೇಂಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮೇಂಟೈನಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ.
Serial number 5, Balakrishna.
Learned counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. The result of the authority would go to show that in spite of granting several and sufficient opportunities of not less than 3 times over in a span of 4 years, comma, the appellant has not completed the office subsection. On 33/2021, this court had directed the learned counsel for the appellant to file an affidavit explaining the reasons for non-compliance with specific reference to the office subjection from the date of raising of office subjections till the expiry of the further time granted by the order passed on the said date. In spite of such a direction also, the appellant neither bothered to file, neither filed the affidavit as directed, nor even completed the office subjection. Till this court had granted some more time to him on 23/9/2022 to comply office subjection, despite which the appellant did not make use of the opportunities given to him to comply the office subjection and also to file affidavit as directed. A perusal of the office subjection yet to be completed also would go to show that there are two trivial office subjection, like filing separately the synopsis, correctly stating the valuation para in detail, and mentioning the specific share value of the plaintiff. To comply those small office objection also, the appellant has not evinced interest despite he having a time of more than 4 years. Added to the above, the counsel also has remained absent and has not even shown the reason for non-compliance of office subjection. Hence, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office subjection.
Serial number 6, Joseph Anil Kumar A, connected.
Subjection suggestion board. Your office subjection.
Monday.
1,000 rupees per day. If you are complying within a day, 500 rupees cost. If beyond 1 day, 1,000 rupees per day. I grant you time. Office subjection are very simple. 2 office subjection. Marking of annexure to be removed in appeal memorandum. Challenging impugned order number only to be stated in entire appeal memorandum.
I'll do it by the end of the day.
4 ವರ್ಷ.
It was
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತಲೇ ನೋಡಲ್ಲ. ಆಫೀಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ವೀಕ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್.
I'll do it by the end of the day.
The counsel for the appellant submits that office subjects should be complied in toto during the course of the day. If the office subjections are not complied during the course of the day, registry to list the matter on 29/5, on which day the court may proceed to pass the order dismissing the appeal for non-compliance.
Serial number 7, Devendra Gowda.
ಏನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂದ್ರು ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಬಂದು ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಹಂಗೇನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗಳು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬನ್ನಿ. Counsel for the appellant, he physically present and submits that in view of the evaluation made by the appellant, the matter lies before the division bench. Next line, simultaneously, the registry also has made a similar submission in the proceeding sheet. In the light of the above, the registry is permitted to place the matter, post the matter before the appropriate bench. However, after securing the necessary orders with the Honorable Chief Justice of this court, if required, the matter be listed before the appropriate bench on 1/6.
Till number 8, Shankar Narayan Bhatt.
In the meantime, the appellant to comply the remaining of the subsection.
Till number 8, Shankar Narayan Bhatt.
That counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. No reasons are forthcoming for his non-appearance. A perusal of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting sufficient opportunities of not less than 3 times, including as final opportunity, the appellant has not complied with the office objections. As long back as on 1/4/2021, this court had directed the appellant to file an affidavit explain the reasons for non-compliance of office objections. In spite of such a direction, no such affidavit appears to have been filed by the appellant. Further, even thereafter also on 12/8/2021, once again, 2 weeks time was granted to do needful as final opportunity. Thereafter also, the appellant did not evinced any interest to comply with the office objection for nearly 2 more years. A perusal of the office objections which are yet to be complied also go to show that they are too minor in their nature, like paginating and indexing the memorandum of appeal, dating the index and the synopsis, and stating the executant name in capital letters. For these small office objection also, the matter is languishing on the file from September 2019 to till date. Hence, I do not find any reason to further grant time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office objection.
Till number 9, V. Anand.
The 2 objections are there.
Hmm.
Defendants appeal lordship. So suit for plaintiff filed the suit for declaration and rejection. Declaration reject ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Rejection allow ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. I have to challenge the rejection. So sufficient court be pay ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಅದನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಹೇಳದೆ ಈಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ?
ಒಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
I will find a detailed memo for valuation mentioning these aspects. You have not done that. Then I dismiss it. That is one of the objections.
Injunction ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾನು
ಹೌದ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕನಸು ಬೀಳಲ್ವೇ? ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವೇ? ಅದನ್ನ
ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ, ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಲ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ತಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ವಾಟ್ ದ ಸೂಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್. But what is challenged in this appeal? You are not challenging everything what was there in the plaint in this appeal. You are challenging only a portion of the prayer there. As such, proportionately, the court fee also stands altered. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಲಿಪ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವೇ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಮೆಮೊ ಫಾರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಮೆಮೊರಾಂಡಮ್. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿ.
Course of the day.
ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಎರಡನೇ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ read now. If your submission is accepted, then the another objection doesn't sustain. ನೋಡಿ ನನ್ನ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ವಕೀಲರಾದ್ರು ಹತ್ತು ಕರೆದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಯಪ್ಪ, ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆದರಿಸಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಂತಹ ದಯನೀಯ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೂತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಕೇಸ್ಗಳು ಕೇವಲ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಕಳೆದ 4 ರೋಸ್ಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲದು ಕೂತಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸುಮಾರು 800 ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಗಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂಟಿನಿನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ದೋ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಮೈ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಟು ಡೂ. ವೈ? Only in the interest that at least the litigants may have some further hope upon the judiciary. ನಾವು ತಿಳಿದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನೀವು ಹುಡುಗರಿದ್ದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಜನ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೆ ಏನ್ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಹಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ವಕೀಲರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಯಾರೋ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇದಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಜನ ವಕೀಲರ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಕಡೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಣ್ಣ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳೋಣ, ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹಣ ಅವ್ರು ಕರೆಸಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳೋಣ, ಮಾಡಿಸಿಕೊಡೋಣ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅವನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ನ ಕೈನಲ್ಲೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಣ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಹೋಗಪ್ಪ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗು ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ ಎಡಗಡೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಹಾಗಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥಕೊಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಜನ. ಬಿಡು, LLB ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಜನ ಮುಂಚಿನ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮೈ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಆಟೋದವನಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತೀಯನಯ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಹೈಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜು, ನೀನ್ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ದೇವರೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, ಹೋಗ್ರಿ, ನನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ಶಿಪ್ನ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇವತ್ತು. ಈ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಮಾಡಿ during the course of the day. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, he is permitted to comply office objection during the course of the day, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. In case if the office objections are not complied, registry to list the matter or move to the yes. ಬಹಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಮಾಡಿ 2 ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿ.
Serial number 10, Mahesh S.
₹1,000 per day. So 7,000 rupees you may have to pay. I grant you 7 days stay.
In 2 days.
ಅದ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕೂಡ್ಲೆ 7 ದಿವಸದಿಂದ 2 ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿಸ್ತೀರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ 7 days ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ 7 days ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಬೇಡ 10 days ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, 10,000 rupees ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹೆಸಿಟೇಟ್. ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 7 ದಿವಸದ ಸಮಯ ಬೇಡ, 9 ಸಾಕು. ಆದ್ರೆ ವೀಕ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೇಳಿ ಬಿಡೋದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಾಳ ಒಗೆಯುವುದು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ದಾಳ ಒಗೆಯುವುದು ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಏನಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್? ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ವಕಾಲತ್, ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಮೆಮೊ ಫಾರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಮೆಮೊರಾಂಡಮ್, ಅಪೀಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಪೇಜಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್. 1 ವಾರ ಬೇಕಲ್ವೇ? ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರಗಳು ಬರ್ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಲೈವ್ ಟೆಲಿಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ವಕೀಲರು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯ್ತು. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ನೋಡಿ. 10 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ 1 ವಾರ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ, 2 ವಾರ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರವ? At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, a day's accommodation is granted to comply all of his objection, including filing of the affidavit as directed earlier. In case if the office objections and direction are not complied in toto within a day from today, the appeal stands dismissed on its own without any further order by this court with effect from 26/5/2020.
Bill number S. Of R.
To Jaya S. Rao, independent. She is respondent to here in RFM. She was not a party in OS, the first objection raised. The submission is that she was plaintiff number 2 before the OS, where due to typographical error, the plaintiff was not.
The registry has observed that the matter request to be posted before the appropriate division bench since the plaintiff share value exceeds ₹15 lakhs. In view of the above submission and in view of the above note by the registry and the supporting submission made, the registry is permitted to post the matter before the appropriate division bench, however, after obtaining necessary permission on the Chief Justice of his court if required. Let the matter be listed before the appropriate bench on 1/6. In the meantime, the appellant to complain the office objection which are yet to be complained.
Bill number 12, H.N. Basuraju.
Appearing for appellant in this case.
Yes.
Not praise 1 week time to complete the office objection.
Learned counsel for the appellant appearing through video conference prays for a week's time to comply office objection. A perusal of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, sufficient opportunity have already been granted to comply office objection. On 17/4/2021, this court had directed the appellant to file an affidavit showing the reason for non-compliance of office objection. Despite such a direction also, the appellant has neither complied office objection nor even filed the affidavit explaining the reason for non-compliance. On the contrary, a perusal of the office objection which are yet to be complied would go to show that they are too simple and trivial in their nature, like mentioning of the details in the presentation forum, furnishing the typed copy of the OS valuation slip, stating the value. To attend these office objection, which hardly requires few minutes, the appellant has taken nearly 4 years and still praying for time. Hence, though the appeal could have been dismissed for non-compliance, however, in the best interest of justice, a week's time as prayed is granted, but imposing a cost of ₹3,000 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within 2 days from today, and filing a compliance memo along with original receipt in the registry to that effect within the said time. The failure of paying the cost and compliance of office objection in their entirety within the time granted as above would automatically result in dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance of office objection without any further orders by this court.
Much obliged.
With effect from 1/6. Yes.
Bill number 13, Harish H.V.
Questions raised on IMM. But apart from that, there are some more objections.
Recently, university ವಕಾಲತ್
NOC ವಕಾಲತ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಿಷ್ಠುರ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಕೀಲರು ಯಾವ ಹಣೆ ಬರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಸ್ ನಿಂತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಪರಿಗಣನೆಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳದಿದ್ದಂಗೆ NOC ಹಾಕಷ್ಟು ಕೂಡ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ತೋರಿಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಜರಿತ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮನದಟ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ವಕೀಲ NOC ಹಾಕುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾನು NOC ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೇಸಿನ ಹಣೆ ಬರ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕ ಮತ್ತು ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ. ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ NOC ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕೇಸ್ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಏನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇ NOC ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಹಾಗೆ NOC ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಈಗ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. NOC ಹಾಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಕೀಲರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಹುಷಾರುತನ, ಜಾಗರೂಕತನ ತೋರಿಸಲೇಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಅವಶ್ಯಕ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ವಕೀಲರು ನಾನು NOC ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಈಗ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಂದೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅಂತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟಬರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತೇನೆ. 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದ್ ದಿವಸ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಎಸ್, at the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, the matter to be continuously paginated and index to be filed, actual delay days to be stated. ಇಂಥ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು ಬಂದು NOC ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ಈಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಯಾರಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಇಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಯಾರಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್. ಏನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನೆಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಬೇಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಂಗಲಾಚಬೇಕು. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಪದ ಅಂಗಲಾಚು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಫೈಲು ನೋಡಿದಂಗೆ NOC ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬೇರೆ ವಕೀಲರು ನಗ್ತಾರೆ. Learned counsel for the appellant undertakes to comply all of his objection during the course of the day. As a final last chance, 3 days time is granted to comply of his objection in their toto, both on the main appeal and on IA, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate or peremptory ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತು. ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ಸಿ ಮಾಡುವ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾಡಿದ್ದು ನನ್ನೆದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ನೀವು ಬರ್ತೀರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರಣ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಟೈಮ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಂದ್ರಿ? Court will proceed to pass appropriate order including dismissal of the appeal for non-prosecution. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕದಿರಿ, ಅದ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನೋಡಿ ನೀವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಅದಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಬಾಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಡಿಸ್ತೇವೆ ನೋಡಿ, 1, 2, 3 ನಾವೇ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂತ ಉತ್ತರ. ದಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್. ಏನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ? Accordingly, as a last chance, 3 days time as prayed is granted. In case if the office objections are not complied in their toto, registry to list the matter on 2/6.
Rule number 14, Rashid Khan.
No LRC is interested, going to see showing with it.
No LRs are interested.
Nobody has come forward.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಿಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು? What best you can do, you have done. It is for them. The learned counsel for the appellant who is physically present submits that according to the information given to him, the sole appellant is dead. However, his legal representative, despite communication or not evincing interest in prosecuting the matter. With this submission, he pleads his helplessness to comply of his objection. Next time, in the light of the above, since the appellant oblique alleged LRs of appellant himself oblique themselves are not evincing are said to be not evincing interest in prosecuting the matter by complying the office objection, there's no point in further granting any time. Accordingly, the appeal stands to dismiss it for non-compliance of office objection.
Bill number 15, Mohan S.
The counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. The perusal of the order sheet will go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, till date, the appellant has not complied with office objection in spite of he being given with sufficient opportunities of not less than 3 times to comply office objection. Next one. On the date 24/2021, this court had directed the learned counsel for the appellant to file an affidavit explaining the reasons for non-compliance with specific reference to the office objections from the date of raising of office objections till the expiry of further time granted by the court on the said date. In spite of such a direction also, the appellant has neither filed the affidavit, though was directed, nor complied the office objection. A perusal of the next line, office objection yet to be complied, would go to show that they are too trivial in their nature, like clarifying the difference in the address in the wakalat to that of the memorandum of appeal, correctly mentioning the OS number and the date of disposal, signing the synopsis, the stating the name of the executant of wakalat in the wakalat. For these simple office objections, which could have been attended within few minutes, the appellant has not complied despite the appeal of the year 2019. Further, the learned counsel for the appellant also has remained absent, showing no reasons. Hence, I don't find any reason in further adjourning the matter by granting time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objections as well as for non-prosecution.
Bill number 16, Vishwanath Shetty.
₹500 per day. I grant you 5 days. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಫೀ ಇದೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಫೀ ಈಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ 2019 ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ 2021 ನಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತ್ತು ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಗುರವಾಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕೋರ್ಟಿನದು. ದಿ ಲರ್ನೆಡ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಪೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಶಾಲ್ ಫೈಲ್ ಆನ್ ಅಫಿಡವಿಟ್. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ₹500 per day. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿ, ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ. 5 days. Learned counsel for the appellant prays for 5 days accommodation. After bringing to his notice the nature of the office objection to be complied with and non-compliance of the direction of this court in filing an affidavit by the council, which was ordered on 19/4/2021, when this court suggested that granting such time would be on a cost at ₹500 per day, still the learned counsel for the appellant insists for the same length of period to comply office objection. Accordingly, imposing a cost of ₹2,500 payable by the appellant. As a final last opportunity, 5 days time as period is granted to comply office objection. The cost ordered today is payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within 2 days from today, and to file a complaints memo along with original receipt to that effect in the registry. Is subject to payment of the said cost within time the registry to permit the compliance of office objection. In case if the office objections are not complied in toto and cost is not paid within time, the registry to list this matter on 2/6, on which day the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance and order regarding the recovery of the cost, provided if the same is not paid.
Bill number 17, Bhakta Vachala.
None appear possible.
Bill number 18, Ramana MBV.
Appearing for the appellant in this matter, my lords, I'm in a situation wherein I have been not getting any instructions from the client. I am sending a retirement memo notice to him. Lordship will give me 3 days time along with it, and I file a memo for retirement. Because if I don't get instructions, I have been seeing my lords today. I don't want to be in such a
In the
situation.
early retirement memo, better if you inform your party also to file an application.
That's
for
what, sir,
declaring
my
of
lord.
the order of dismissal.
Today I will issue a notice to
court
the
need
party.
not-
After
the
that,
court
along with the
need
record.
not grant any adjournment to enable a council to send a retirement memo. That is nothing but another reason of seeking an adjournment.
I am not seeking, I am making it very clear that
Yes,
it
you
will
are
be
not
done.
seeking
Otherwise,
adjournment.
I will file.
Yes, please. Otherwise,
Otherwise, I will file a memo of retirement tomorrow itself in the registry. I will file it.
you need
I am
not
not going to
take
appeal the
that
matter
trouble
because without
also.
notice, I don't want it.
I am passing a final
And
order
because no, why?
of this appeal right now.
No,
for
no, my
not-
lord. So why? No, why I am saying is that one that objection 9, 10, 11 parties is required. Otherwise, I would have done it. Everything 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do it. But 9, 10, 11 party only has to become. That's the reason why. Because valuation slip, I am not the advocate in the trial court. All those things. That's the reason why.
Mr.
I'm asking.
Ramana,
I-
mentioning the same,
Yes,
you
my
could
lords.
have filed an affidavit. Despite a direction that was given to you 2 years back, you slept. You did not do anything even to file an affidavit to that effect.
No, affidavit. I cannot file the affidavit because our party has to accept all those things, isn't it, my lords? Because the
Yes.
party, unless the party says something, that's why
Yes.
Lordship will give me 2 days time. Lord, I will file the memo for retirement.
Right down. The learned counsel for the appellant appearing through video conference. Place for 3 days time stating that since the party is not cooperating, he is sending a retirement memo. He is sending a notice of retirement to the party. Next one. The perusal of the case papers would go to show that the appeal is of the year 2019 and till date the office objections are not complied with. Without the assistance or cooperation of the party also, the several of the office objections could have been complied with since those office objections are like paginating the appeal, filling up of the index, mentioning the page numbers, mentioning the page number, properly stitching page number 5 and 6 of the judgment copy, correctly mentioning the designation of the trial court, etc. These office objection never requires any instruction or assistance from any litigant, since they are required to be attended by the learned counsel himself. In spite of the same, next line, this court on 24/2021 had directed the learned counsel for the appellant to file an affidavit explaining the reasons for non-compliance with specific reference to the office objections from the date of raising of office objection till the expiry of further time granted by the order possible on that day. Next time, when this court brought the said direction given on 24/2021 to the notice of the learned counsel for the appellant, the learned counsel contended that even to file the affidavit also the party was required. The party of the appellant was required. Next line, needless to say that the direction was to the learned counsel to file affidavit by him, not by the party. Since the learned counsel for the appellant is not even accepting the said contention and has not complied the office objection which he could have complied with without assistance or instructions of the party, I am of the view that there is no point in further granting the time just to enable the learned counsel for the appellant to serve a retirement notice to his party. Hence, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution.
Non-compliance, fourth time, Bill number 19, Lokesh SG.
My lord, I have compared the other substitution. After complaint, my lord, again raise this I will verify today itself. Regarding objection 2 is concerned, my lord, I am mentioned in the appeal memo. Clear, the trial court, my lord, they have mentioned wrong name, my lord. Instead of mentioning Rudra quality.
If the office objections which are yet to be complied with or raised subsequent to you complying office objections, and if they are for the first time being coming up now, I will grant you a time. If any of the office objections which are due were already there and you are granted a time, I am dismissing the appeal.
Last date, my lord. I have complained.
Nimmadu opening remark, I have already completed all office objections. Subsequently, the registry has raised the present objection.
I am.
Aduna ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ.
Please note this also. Regarding appellant number 4, name of the appellant number 4 and 6, my lord.
ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದಿರಬಹುದು 15 ಇರಬಹುದು.
ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ my lord? Address ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Address ನ note.
ಈಗ ಯಾವುದು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್
ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಔಟ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಎರಡು. ಹೊಸ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಫಿಶಿಯಂಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದು ಹಳೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಆದ್ರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ.
ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಇವತ್ತೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ವರ್ಷನ್.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Same. Submission is same.
Submission is varying, drastically varying. It is not honest submission, it is tactful submission now. Always, honesty, tactfulness, there are greater variation. I always appreciate honesty. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನನಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ IPL ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಸೋತಿದ್ ಬೇಜಾರಾಯ್ತು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ. ಚತುರತೆ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರಿಗಿಂತಲೂ ಚತುರನಾಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ತಾವು?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Since the learned counsel for the appellant undertakes to comply all of his objections during the course of the day, at final last opportunity, a day's accommodation is granted. In case if the office objections are not complied in the toto within a day from today, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection on its own without any further order by this court with effect from 29/5/2020.
Serial number 20, Chittapati Gowda.
None appear for appellant. As an ultimate chance, 2 days time is granted to comply office objection, failing which the court will proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-prosecution as well for non-compliance of office objection. If the office objections are not complied within the time granted above, list the matter on 31/5.
Serial number 21, P. Fred Richardson.
One week time.
₹500 cost per day. I can grant you 1 week time if you want. ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ 1 week time ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. 500 into 7, ₹3,500 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Provision of RFA to be completely stated. Detailed valuation memo in RFA to be filed. Typed copy of decree of OS to be filed. Photocopies of OS to be attested. ನನಗೆ ತಬ್ಬಿಬ್ಬಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಂಕೋಚ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು ಹಲವಾರು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಬಾಕಿ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಓದ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಕೋಚವಿಲ್ಲದೆ 1 ವಾರ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ 1 ವಾರ, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀನಿ. Why should I deny? But on cost, because of the nature of the office objections.
The office objections sometime. Last chance.
ಕೊಡ್ತೇನ್ರಿ ₹500 per day. I will grant you any number of days. Why 7 days? As for 17 days, I can grant you 17 into 5, 8,500.
I have to comply with this.
The learned counsel for the appellant He is requesting for 1 more week's time to comply of his objection. The perusal of the office objection would go to show that they are very simple in nature and could have been attended at the earliest. However, considering the submission made today as an ultimate opportunity, 4 days' time is granted to comply of his objection, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. In case if the office objections are not completed within time in their entirety, registry to list this matter on 1/6. ಬನ್ನಿ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ಬಂದು during the course of the day ಅಂತೀರಿ ಕೇಳಿ. Yes.
22, answer K.
1 week minutes.
₹1,000 per day ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ 1 week. 1,000 rupees per day. ಅಲ್ಲ ರೀ ನಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಫೈನಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. 1 week ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. 1,000 rupees per day ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, 10 ದಿವಸನೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಡ್ಯೂಲಿ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು? 2 minutes. Appeal papers to be paginated 30 seconds ಸಾಕು. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. Disposal date of trial court to be stated in synopsis 30 seconds. Valuation para to be stated correctly in detail maximum 10 minutes. All put together 14 minutes 30 seconds. You are asking for 7 days. I grant you 7 days. 7 into 5, 3,500. ಅಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ನಾಮಿನಲ್. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ 4 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಬಾಕಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, 1 ವಾರ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಕೊಡಲಿ ರನ್ನದ ಕೊಡಲಿ ಕತೆ ನೆನಪಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ನಮಗೆ 4ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಹುಡುಕಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಸಿಗ್ಬಹುದು. ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿದೆ ಕತೆ. ಮರ ಕಡಿಯುವವನು ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವನು ಕೊಡಲಿ ನೀರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಹಳ್ಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಗಿ ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಬಡವ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಅಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಯ್ತು. ದೇವರು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಯ್ಯ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದೋಯ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ, ನಾ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನೊಂದು ಚಿನ್ನದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿನ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಈ ಮರ ಕಡಿಯೋನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಂದಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅದು. ಓ ಹೌದಾ, ಏನೋ ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಹಾಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಬೆಳ್ಳಿಯ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, ತಗೋಪ್ಪ ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ. ಅವನು ಬೇಡ, ಇದು ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನನಗಿದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ತಗೋ ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. ಬಹಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇವನಿಗೆ. ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಯ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿ, ಇಲ್ಲರೆ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಉಪವಾಸ ಮಲಗಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೊರಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಭಗವಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಇರು ಭಕ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ನಿನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆ ಮೆಚ್ಚಿದೆ, ತಗೋ ಈ ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿನೂ ತಗೋ, ಚಿನ್ನದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿನೂ ತಗೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವನ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅದು 2 ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವನ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನ ಹೆಂಡತಿಯಿಂದ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಈ ವಿಷಯ ತಿಳಿಯಿತು. ಅವಳ ಗಂಡನು ಮರಕಟಿಗಾನೆ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹಿಂಗಾಯ್ತಂತೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ದ್ಯಾಮಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಅಂತ, ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ಏನಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಸರಿ, ಮಾರನೇ ದಿವಸ ದ್ಯಾಮಪ್ಪ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದೇ ಹಳ್ಳ, ಅದೇ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮರ. 2 ಏಟ್ ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. 3ನೇ ಏಟನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿನೂ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹಳ್ಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. ಓ ಅಂತ ಬಾಯಿ ಬಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಕೂರ್ತಾನೆ. ದೇವ್ರೇ ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಕೆಲ್ಸ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ದೇವ್ರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಭಕ್ತ, ನೀನು ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿ, ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ, ತಡಿ ನಾ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಬೆಳ್ಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ತಗೋಪ್ಪ ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ. ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಇದಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಚಲೋ ಐತಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವನು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಚಿನ್ನದ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ. ತಗೋ ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ. ಹಾ, ಇದೇ ನನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, ಕುಡಿ. ಅವಾಗ ದೇವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಅಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತ, ನಿನ್ನ ದುರಾಸೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಬಹಳ ಕೋಪಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದ್ದು. ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಿನ್ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯದು ಹೀಗಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ನೀನು ಈ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಾ CCTV ಕ್ಯಾಮರಾ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನಾನು ಭಗವಂತ ನಂಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ನಿನಗೆ ನಿನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಣ್ಣ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ 7 ದಿವಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಇದೆಯೋ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಖುಷಿಯಿಂದ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲದಿಗೆ. ಕೇಳೋದ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಒಂದ್ ವಾರ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಲೀಗ್ಸಿಗೂ, ಈ ಚಿನ್ನದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ರನ್ನದ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತೆ. ನಾನು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿರ್ತೇನೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿದಾರಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂತಹ ಕಥೆಗಳು ಸಹಾಯ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು ಹುಡುಗರಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರೀಡರ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ 4ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥ ನೀತಿ ಬೋಧಕ ಕಥೆಗಳೇ. ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ? 2-3 days. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, as a final last opportunity, 2 days time as prayed is granted, failing which to complete office objection, failing which the court will proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the plea for non-compliance. If the office objections are not complied within time, registry to list this matter on 31 Note. Cost ಏನು ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Seal number 23, Lakshmama SP.
There were 10 office objections, my lord.
Ah.
Office objection 7 is designation of the trial court with difference at first sheet of OS judgment clarify ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 10 ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಮನ್
ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿರಸ್ಸನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ, ಜಡ್ಜನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ?
ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಕೇಸ್
ಜಡ್ಜನ್ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಡ್ಜನ್ ಕೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಸ್,
ಕೇಸ್ ಕರ್ನು
ಅವ್ರ ಅದೃಷ್ಟ.
ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಏನು ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 10 ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಲಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಜಡ್ಜಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈಗ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ರೈಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವರು ರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 37 ಬನ್ನಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಮನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೊಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದೇ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ನನಗೂ ಈಗಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 152 ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಟೈಪೋಗ್ರಫಿಕಲ್ ಎರರ್ ಕಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಇದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಕೆಲಸ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant and after hearing her submission, as a final opportunity, 2 weeks time is granted. Failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order.
ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4 ನ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಅನ್ನೋರ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ 11
2 ವಾರ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅದು ಏನೇನೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಮಾಡಿ, including filing a corrected copy of the decree. Other submission which the registry itself can attend to it or overrule it, you approach the registrar judiciary.
Seal number 24, Rajgopal Naidu.
Seek for a 3 days time.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, as a last opportunity, 3 days time as spread is granted, failing which so and so. In case if not complied, 2-6. Yes.
Seal number 25, Geeta Menon.
By some of the objections admittedly are very risky. One of the objections raised is that the decree copy does not show the second defendant. The decree copy only shows the injunction court fee paid, whereas we sought for a declaration by way of amendment that is not reflected in the decree, so I have to seek for modification and correction of the decree. The judgment shows the second defendant, but the decree does not show. Other objections, I admit, I know they are that requires
That objection which you are now mentioning about the discrepancy in mentioning the name of the defendant number 2 or not mentioning in the decree copy was raised by the registry at the earliest point of time,
Yes, my lord.
as long back as in the year 2021. You have not complied the same. Thereafter also thrice the matter came up before the court. You have not complied. So granting of any further time would be only on first. It's not for the first time such a office objection is raised. That was raised and you are aware of the same in the year 2021.
There is a mistake on my part. my lord.
Exactly. That is the
Now, should
reason.
we give me a final chance of 1 week. My lord, I will come.
Request of the learned counsel for the appellant. As a last chance, a week's time as paid is granted to complete all office objection their entirety, failing which the court may proceed to pass. So in case if not complete. Just the matter on your wall. Yes.
Still number 26, Ramchandra Padian.
Upfiling of this appeal, that is appellant is dead. I have filed LR application that has been allowed. That we have to amend the memo and we have also filed to, there is amendment memo. For weeks time will be done.
So who would attend to the office objections apart from the amendment?
I will answer you.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ.
All the objections will be, will-
12 ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ.
that is
ಈ 12 ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅಮೆಂಡ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಈ 12 ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ 2019 ಇಂದ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಾಕಿ ಇದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದೇ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಚತುರತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆ ನಡುವಿನ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆ.
for complaint of subjections including this.
ಈಗ ಹಿಂದಿನ 2 ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಯ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು, ಏನು ಕೇವಲ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕ, ಬೇರೆದೇನು ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಚತುರತೆ. ಚತುರತೆ ಪದ ಗೊತ್ತು ತಾನೆ ತಮಗೆ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕನ್ನಡ ರತ್ನಕೋಶ ನೋಡಿ ಇದೆ. ಹ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿ? ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಸಮಯ. ಆನ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ದಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್.
Impose 2,000 for 1 week.
The counsel for the appellant prays for a week's accommodation. Considering the reason shown by him as a final last chance, a week's time as prayed is granted, making it clear that in case if the office objections are not complete in their entirety, the court to proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance of office objection. If office objections are not complied in their entirety, registry to list the matter on year do all. No cost. Okay.
Number 27, Kamal Charan.
None appear similar to 20. Yes.
Still number 28, Siddharth B. Muchandi.
Same objection.
Number 29, B. V. Mohan.
Same objection.
Still number 30, Aditi MB. Bill number 31, Rajeshwar PN.
Question is with respect to the production of the OS decree copy memo. Inadvertently, when it's connected OS decree copy is filed when it's I request for 2 days time. The other office, the remaining office.
Request of the learned counsel for the appellant has finally 3 days time is granted to comply of the subsection, filing which so. List the matter on 2/6 if not complied.
Serial number 32, Melanie Sebastian.
Draw the.
You are withdrawing.
It's like,
File a memo.
I file a memo with the copy. Or it may be
You can
passed.
file here. Will pass over, file a memo. Memo to be signed by the concerned counsel who has executed the work.
Yes.
The matter is passed over. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant to enable him to file a memo of not pressing the appeal, as decided by him.
Serial number 33, Purumbaya DA.
Are you sure within a week you could be able to comply one of a subsection among 8? If you undertake with a peremptory order, I will grant you 1 week.
Can you grant me 2 weeks?
On cost.
2 weeks.
On cost.
1 week without Kashmir.
1 week, no cost.
Yes. Please. Yes.
1 week.
Yes.
The counsel for the appellant prays for a week's time to comply of the subjection. Considering the fact that several and sufficient opportunities have already been granted to him to comply of the subjection, as a final last opportunity, that time as prayed is granted. However, making it clear that in case if the office subjections are not complied within a week from today, the appeal stands dismissed on its own without any further orders by this court with effect from 1/6/2023.
Please.
Serial number 34, Assam. Serial number 34, Mehtaram Azam.
Similar to
Serial number 35, Sridhara P.
Course of the day. I'll pass out the matter. I'll pass out the matter. We complete the office in course of the day.
learned counsel for the appellant submits that needful will be done during the course of the day. Making it clear that in case if the office subjections are not complied, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-prosecution as a last chance. The time as paid is granted. In case if the office objections are not complied, registry to list this matter on 25.
Serial number 36, Venkatramana.
Also made an attempt on their two occasions because their column A has to be changed. We need to not press the IA and file subsequently with the proper.
Learned counsel for the appellant who is physically present submits that he would not press A2/2019. In view of the same, this said A2/2019 stands disposed of as not pressed. Registry to proceed further.
Bill number 37, Rashid Khan.
It is completely come. It is.
The request of the learned counsel for the appellant has finally 3 days time as previously granted to comply of his objection. As a last chance, final but as a last chance. In case if office objection not complied, etc., etc., list on 2/6 years.
Bill number 38, N.K. Ramesh.
Similar to 20.
Bill number 39, Anand.
Similar to 20.
Bill number 40, Saraswati C.
Similar to 20.
Bill number 41, S.R. Deshpande.
Similar to 20.
Bill number 42, Devraj A.
And counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. No reasons are forthcoming for non-appearance of learned counsel for the appellant. The result of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting several substantive opportunities of not less than 4 times, the appellant has not complied of his objection. A look at the office objection which are yet to be complied with would go to show that they are too simple in their nature, like mentioning the present age and clarifying the discrepancy in the address of the appellant, mentioning the correct provision of law with respect to the payment of court. For these 3 simple office objections, the appellant has taken enormous time in this appeal of the year 2019. As such, I do not find any reason to grant further time. That too, when the learned counsel for the appellant himself has remained absent. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office objections.
Bill number 43, G.K. Shiva Prakash.
Similar to 20, but date 16. Yes.
Bill number 44, Srivasanti.
The counsel for the appellant who is physically present files a memo stating that the parties have settled the matter amicably out of court. As such, the appeal be dismissed as not pressed. In view of the memo supporting submission, the appeal stands dismissed as not pressed.
Bill number 45, M. Ashwathan Reddy.
Counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. No reasons are forthcoming for his non-appearance. The result of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, despite being granted with sufficient opportunities, the appellant has not completed the office objection. Not less than 4 adjournments were granted to enable the appellant to complete office objection. In one such instance, on 5/4/2021, this court had directed the learned counsel for the appellant to file an affidavit explaining reasons for non-compliance with specific reference to office objection from the date of raising of office objections till expiry of the further time granted with the order passed on that day. Despite such a direction, also the learned counsel for the appellant has neither filed the affidavit nor complied the office objection. He has not even shown any reason for non-compliance even today also. Hence, I do not find any reason further granting time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office objection. Yes.
Bill number 46, Satyananda.
Order, direction to file affidavit dated 31/3/2021. Yes.
Bill number 47, Shivkumar DM.
So to 43 years.
Bill number 48, Siddhappa Reddy.
Request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, a week's time is previously granted, making it clear that in case of the office objections are not completed within time, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including so and so, if not complied. 5/6.
Bill number 49, Rajeshwara PN.
Case file, the delay in filing the final objections
In
cannot
case of the
complete.
office objections are not completed within time, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including final last chance. 4 days, failing which 26.
Number 49, serial number 50, Manjunath B.
Final last chance. 4 days, failing which 26.
Serial number 50, Manjunath B.
Final last chance. 4 days, failing which 26. Similar to 46, direction dated 7/4/21.
Serial number 51, Vijay Krishna Bhatt.
Of degree and valuation. Objection. Clear circumstances.
Similar to 46, direction dated 7/4/21.
Was filed for
Serial number 51,
challenging
Vijay
CND
Krishna Bhatt.
for possession. While evaluating the relief declaration, as per the.
They have not complied the direction dated 7/4/2021.
Without explaining the reason. Clear circumstances. Subsequently, I have complied the other objections.
That it did not exonerate you from obligation to file or duty to file. So which since it was a judicial direction,
Will file. Will file. As per the.
have you complied all of his objections?
Except, my lord, the production of decree and question of valuation.
How many days you want at the rate of rupees 500 per day?
Regarding that, I filed a memo, my lord, that may kindly be considered, because any of the impugned judgment, decree is not drawn by the trial court.
So which since it was a judicial direction,
On the issue of valuation was considered along with the main,
have you
the
complied all of his objections?
subject matter of challenging this appeal. Production of decree and the trial judge has not quantified the valuation also.
Rupees 500 per day.
I draw your lordship's attention to.
No, which is the relevant office objection in that regard?
Decree is not drawn by the trial court. On the issue of valuation. Objection number 2, certified copy of the decree to be filed. If deficit could be paid by the plaintiff. That is one thing. And secondly,
Probably that office objection is not being reflected here, what you are reading.
attend from the computer. Objection number 2, certified copy of the decree to be initial objections. If deficit could be paid by the plaintiff. That is one thing. And secondly,
Probably that office objection is not being reflected here, what you are reading.
attend from the computer. Objection number 2, certified copy of the decree to be initial objections. If deficit could be paid by the plaintiff. That is one thing. And secondly,
Probably that office objection is not being reflected here, what you are reading.
attend from the computer. Initial objections.
That it appears that the registry has taken your memo on record.
Please.
It has confined the office subjection about non-filing of an affidavit for explaining the reason for non-compliance of office subjection raised on office as per court order dated 7/4/2021. Non-compliance of the above office subjection number 1 stated above, not stating of detailed and correct memo of valuation as per chapter 6, rule 2(7) of High Court. So what you are referring to is the previous office subjection. You filed a detailed memo to that effect and they have considered the memo. And these objections have not completed, which is independent of your memo and the previous office objection at serial number 6.
Shall do it within 2 days.
500 rupees per day. Because I had to spend so much of time for your job. You filed a detailed
Valuation, we have filed a valuation memo. I shall see whether there is any further.
ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಮಾಡಿ 500 rupees per day ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ 2 days ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಇದು ನೀವೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. 500 rupees per day. ನೀವು ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಮೊ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಹುಡುಕಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ.
Valuation ಬಗ್ಗೆ objection. I thought this is the objection.
ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಈಗ ಅದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಹುಶಃ 600 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಏರ್ಬಹುದು.
ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾನು
ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ 2 days ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ಏನು ಅಂತ ನಾನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು, ಇದು ನೀವೇ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. The request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, 2 days time is ready to grant to the company of the subjection. Filing is the court in process to pass so and so 26. Yes.
Number 52, Rashid Khan.
ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಹುಶಃ 600 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಏರ್ಬಹುದು.
ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾನು
Within date, same address proceeding, serial number 14, Your Lordship, same appellant. And 14 serial number. And his LRs not showing any inclination to the market.
ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Filing is the court in process to pass so and so 26. Yes.
Number 52, Rashid Khan.
ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಹುಶಃ 600 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಏರ್ಬಹುದು.
ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಾನು
Within date, same address proceeding. Serial number
Same person, na?
Same person.
Similar to 14. Yes.
And his LRs not showing any inclination.
Serial number 53, Channabasappa SN.
To 46. The direction dated 8/4. Yes.
Serial number 54, Girish S. Hegde.
Lord, I represent the appellant, please. I request a week's time. And the principal objection is my lord, at office objection number 4 and 6 regarding valuation. To submit fairly, my lord, I had not gone through the office objections earlier. And the second set needs to be filed since the valuation exceeds 15 lakhs is one. The next is, my lord, typed copy of OS and judgment and decree. And I request, my lord, 1 week time, please. At office objection number 4 and 6 regarding valuation. To submit fairly, my lord, I had.
What office objection you read out are not the office objection that are due for complaints, except filing the typed copy of OS judgment.
And apart from it, there are other office objections.
Other 3 office objections are there.
Please.
None of them are the office objections which you just now stated.
No, madam, main office objections I refer to your lordships. Apart from this, there are 6 office objections, please.
What office objection you read out are not the
Office objection number 4 and 6 regarding the valuation and type.
filing the typed copy of OS judgment.
And apart from it, there are other office objections.
Other 3 office objections are there.
Please.
None of them are the office objections which you just now stated.
No, madam, main office objections I refer to your lordships. Apart from
You are referring to RFA number 1616 of 2019.
please. Office objection number 4 and 6 regarding the valuation and type. And apart from it, there are other office objections.
Other 3 office objections. It appears that at no point of time, the total number of office objection raised by the registry has crossed serial number 4. Then how come office objection serial number 6 arises?
Please, I will not fairly to submit fairly, my lord, I had not gone through any of the office objections.
Exactly. That is why you are wasting the time. Then 500 rupees per day.
And, it's computer generated. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದು there are 6 serial number ಅಂತ ಅದನ್ನು
ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕೂಡ ಅಂತ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಳೆದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Acknowledgement for having served copy to KV8 are to be filed. Designation of trial court to be stated correctly in synopsis. Schedule to be stated correctly in IA. Typed copy of OS judgment to be filed are the only 4 office objections. 500 rupees per day. How many days you want, including during the course of the day? Acknowledgement for having served copy to KV8 are to be filed. Designation
4 days.
4 days ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆಯೇ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? Schedule to be stated correctly in IA. Typed copy of OS. Your client is rich. Are the only 4 office objections.
Lord, it is regarding
the appellant has a final last opportunity. 4 days time is granted. However, on a cost of rupees 500, payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within a day from today and filing a complaints memo along with 4 days receipt to that effect within the said time. It is made clear that in case if the office objection not complete, etc. 26. 500 rupees cost 4 days time. Yes, Madi.
Number 55, Chandrasekhar.
4 days time is granted. However, on a cost of rupees 500 rupees total cost to the Legal Services Committee of this court.
Please.
Within a day from today and filing a complaints memo along with 4 days receipt to that effect within the said time. It is made clear that in case if the office objection not complete, etc. 26. 500 rupees cost 4 days time. Yes, Madi.
Number 55, Chandrasekhar.
4 days time is granted. However, on a cost of rupees 500 rupees total cost to the Legal Services Committee of this court.
Please.
Within a day from today and filing a complaints memo along with receipt to that effect within the said time. It is made clear that in case if the office objection not complete, etc. 26. 500 rupees cost. To serial 53. Affidavit dated 15/4/21. Yes.
56, Narayan Swami.
To serial 53. Affidavit dated 15/4/21. Yes.
56, Narayan Swami.
In the course of the day ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 200 rupees per day ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಯಾವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ.
3 days.
3 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity. Forest time is granted. ಹಾಕಿ similar to serial number. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ 4 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್
57 Lankesh.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity. Forest time is granted. ಹಾಕಿ similar to serial number. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ 4 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತೇ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್ ಅಥಾರಿಟಿ ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಸ್
57 Lankesh.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity. The counsel for the appellant has remained absent. Is neither appearing physically nor through video conference. In spite of granting several and sufficient opportunities of not less than 4 times, the appellant has complied the office objection in this appeal of the year 2019. The perusal of the order sheet would go to show that the office objections has remained absent. The perusal of the order sheet would go to show that on 16/4/2021, the appellant neither appearing physically nor through was the learned counsel for the appellant was directed to file an affidavit explaining the reasons for non-compliance with specific reference to the office objections from the date of raising of office objections till the expiry of further time granted by the order passed on the said day. In spite of the same, the appellant has neither filed the affidavit. In spite of the same, the learned counsel for the appellant did not file the affidavit. The appellant also has not complied with the office objection. Still, from the date of raising, as a last chance, 1 more week's time was granted. 24/11/2021. The appellant did not make use of the same. On the other hand, he has remained absent both on 24/11/2021 and even on today also. This clearly go to show that the appellant is not evincing any interest in prosecuting the matter and also to comply of his objection. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution and also for non-compliance of office objection.
Number 58 Vishwanath Shetty.
On the other hand, he has remained absent both on 24/11/2021 and even on today also. This clearly go to show that the appellant is not evincing any interest in prosecuting the matter and also to comply of his objection. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution.
Paralysis ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಫೀಸ್ 9 ಇದೆ. ಅಪೆಲೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಬೆಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಯ್ಸ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 3 days ಟೈಮ್ ನೀಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
2000 rupees cost. 19/4/2021 ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸೊಲ್ಲು ಎತ್ತಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಮುಂದಿನದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 1500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ 3 ದಿವಸ ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 500 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಟ್ಟು 2000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್.
Earlier today
2000 rupees cost.
Earlier cost today is 5.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೌದು, ಅದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎ ರೆಮಿಡಿ. ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಿ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಈಗ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, 2 ವರ್ಷ ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 500 ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ನಂತರವೂ ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ. ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್, ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂತದೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಳೇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವೇ ಹುಡುಕಿ ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 1500. 3 ದಿವಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, 500. ಎಸ್, learned counsel for the appellant who is physically present without even whispering about the payment of the cost ordered on 19/4/2021 prays for 3 more days time to comply of his subsections, citing some medical inconvenience on the part of the appellant. The court had expected him to make his first submission about the payment of the cost ordered on 19/4/2021. It is only after the court brought the same to his notice he submits that he has just now paid the said cost. Admittedly, it is more than 2 years after the order of the payment of the said cost. He is reporting the complaints. Admittedly, the office subjections which are yet to be complied with and runs into a large number of not less than 9 have not yet been complied. Accordingly, granting 3 days time would be only on cost. Accordingly, as such, imposing the cost of ₹1,000 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within a day from today and filing a complaints memo along with original receipt to that effect in the registry within the said time. 4 days time is granted as a last chance to comply office objection. It's made clear that registry to permit the complaints of office objection only after ensuring the payment of the cost ordered today. In case if office objections are not complied within the time granted, the court may proceed to pass the appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. If the office objections are not complied with, registry to list this matter on 5/6.
Cell number 59, Krishna T.
Permit the complaints of office objection only after ensuring the payment of the cost ordered today. In case if office objections are not complied within the time granted, the court ಯಾವ ಕಟ್ಟಿದಿರಿ? pass the appropriate order, including dismissal of the ಇವಾಗ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ ₹1,500 ಉಳಿಸಿದ್ರಿ ಮುಂದಿನ are not complied with, registry to list this matter on. Yes, other submission please. Yes. What about the complaints of office objection? Next week, ₹200 per day. How many days you want? Bari ₹200 per day. You ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Cost has gone up to ₹2,000 per day. Normal cost is ₹500 per day. For you, since you yourself said that the cost is paid though with a delay of 2 years, it is now reduced. A special discount is given and fixed at ₹200 per day. How many days you want? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತದೇ ಇದೆ ಗನಾಂದಾರಿ. All the papers to be stitched in. Cost has gone up to 2,000. Only one file value stated to be removed. Provision for correct court fee to be mentioned. Any proof of trial court to be filed to verify the schedule. It is now reduced. A special discount is given and fixed at ₹2. Delay days to be stated in an affidavit. Corrections carried out in cost title of the appeal to be carried out in cost title in IA. Only one file. ಏನ್ ದುಡ್ದಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್? Provision for correct court fee to be mentioned. ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ರಿವಲಸ್ ಸಿಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಂಕೋಚವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂದ್ರು ರೇಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರರಿಗೆ ಆದಾಯ ಮೂಲಗಳು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟಿವೆ. ಏನ್ ದುಡ್ದಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕೀಗ? ₹200 per day ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲ. ಇದನ್ನ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಏನೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರು ಏನೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನೂ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವ್ರು 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 4 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1 ವಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ 1 ವಾರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಬೇಕೀಗ ಅಷ್ಟೂ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಏನೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಿಮಗೆ ₹200 per day ಸಮಯ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಏನಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನೂ ನೋಡಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವರು 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 4 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 1 ವಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ 1 ವಾರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 2 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಯು ಆರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. either the cost may increase or I may pass other order. ನಾನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಏನೇ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೇನೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಒನ್ ಡೇ ಆ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಿಮಗೆ ₹200 per day 2 days peremptory order ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. The counsel for the appellant submits that though with the delay she has filed a cost of ₹500. Either the cost may increase or I may pass today morning. One day. Cost of ₹500 ordered on 17/4/2021 only today morning. However, she further prays for a short accommodation to comply with this objection. The counsel for the appellant submits. In the light of the above circumstance, since the appellant has not complied with the office objection, despite imposing the cost, on the contrary, reports the payment of the costs and prays for some more time. Though the appeal could have been dismissed for non-compliance, however, considering the request made as a final last opportunity, 2 days time as paid is granted, but with imposing a cost of ₹400, payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court during the course of the day and filing memo, etc., etc., etc. It is made clear that in case if the office subjections are not complied within 2 days from today of the payment of the cost, within 2 days from today, including the payment of the cost, the appeal would stand dismissed on its own for non-compliance. However, with the effect from 30 without any further orders by this court.
Serial number 60, Gopal and
Complied within 2 days from today of the
connected.
cost. Within 2 days from today, including the payment of the cost, the appeal would stand dismissed on its own for non-compliance.
ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪುರ್ಸೊತ್ತಿಂದ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಕೂಡಲೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಡಿಟೇಷನ್
5 without any further
ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆ ಚುರುಕ್ತನ ಬೇರೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದಲ್ವ
Serial number 60, Gopal and connected.
ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಳನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ತೇವ್ರಿ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಾವೇ ಅಂತ ಸರಿ ಪಾಲಿಸ್ದು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಗಳು ಬುದ್ಧಿಗಳು ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪುರ್ಸೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ತನೆ ನಾವು ಪರಾಮರ್ಶಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಗು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ other connected matter is for application.
ನಾವೇ ಅಂತ ಸರಿ ಪಾಲಿಸ್ದು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣ ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಗಳು ಬುದ್ಧಿಗಳು ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪುರ್ಸೊತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ತನೆ ನಾವು ಪರಾಮರ್ಶಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನಗು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ
None appear in this matter either physically or through video conference. The last opportunity, 3 days time is granted to comply office objection, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance of office objection. In case if the office objections are not complied in their entirety, registry to, in case if the office objections are not complied, registry to list the matter on 1/6. Yes.
Serial number 61, Shivram HC.
Failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance of office
Respond number 6 was died, your lordship.
case of the
With
office
application,
objections
it can't be put up, your lordship. 12th July 2021 itself.
objections are not complied, registry to list the matter. Who died? 1/6.
R6, your lordship.
R6 died.
I filed an application on 12th July 2021, your lordship.
But before filing, before listing that application, is it not required the complaints of the office objection on the main appeal? When the main appeal would become due for first hearing, the IS would be listed.
I think
Who died?
was the only objection. I will look into that and I will do it.
200 rupees per day.
On 12th July 2021, your lordship.
Because that is not at all the objection. Objection is something different. Is it not required? Yes, I will grant you time, 200 rupees per day. How many days you want? When the main appeal 2 days would become due for first hearing, the
File,
IS
if I
would be.
receive the file not immediately, I think file ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 2-3 ದಿನ ಆಗೋದು.
ಹೌದು, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Office
ಹಾ.
ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನು ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋರಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಹೋರಾಟ ನಡೆಸುವವರು ನೀವು.
ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
Yes, I will grant
Procedure
you
last
200 rupees
ಇಲ್ಲಿ
per
sign
day.
ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅವರು ಕಳಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ takes little delay.
ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲದೊಳಗೆ ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ. ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋದವ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗಳು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ.
ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ sir.
ಹೌದು,
What I am saying is procedure last ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡಿ ಅವರು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ
ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನು ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋರಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಹೋರಾಟ ನಡೆಸುವವರು ನೀವು.
ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ sign ಆಗಿ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅವರು ಕಳಿಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲ takes little delay.
ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲದೊಳಗೆ ಫೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ. ನಾನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋದವ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿಗಳು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲ್ಲ.
ತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ sir. What I am saying is procedure last ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡಿ ಅವರು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕಳಿಸಿ
ನಾನೊಬ್ಬನು ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳೋರಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಉಳಿದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಹೋರಾಟ ನಡೆಸುವವರು ನೀವು.
ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಲೇ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್
ಸಾಧನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ನನ್ನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ ನಾವು ಸಾಧನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬನ್ನಿ
Who prays for 2 more days accommodation to comply office objection. Considering the reason shown by him as a final last chance, 2 days time as prayed is granted, making it clear that in case if the office objections are not complied in total, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. In case if office objections are not complied with, list the matter on 2/6. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ, ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಹೇಳುವಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಹೇಳಬಾರದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಪಾಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಬಹಳ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ, ನಾನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನೇನೋ ಉದಾರತೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉದಾರತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದಗಳ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವರು ಅಂತ ಅನುಕಂಪನೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಗ್ಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದುರಂತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ, ನಾನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನೇನೋ ಉದಾರತೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉದಾರತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದಗಳ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವರು ಅಂತ ಅನುಕಂಪನೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಗ್ಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದುರಂತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ನನಗೆ, ನಾನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಾನೇನೋ ಉದಾರತೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಉದಾರತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದಗಳ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವರು ಅಂತ ಅನುಕಂಪನೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಗ್ಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದುರಂತ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಮಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಮಾಡಿ.
Number 63, fifth time, Shivasharanappa. Number 63, fifth time, Shivasharanappa.
Counsel for the opponent neither present physically nor through video conference. In this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting several insufficient opportunities of not less than 5 times the appellants had not complied with this objection. On 12/4/2021, this court had granted physically not through video conference a week's time to the appellant as a last chance to comply of his objection, however, imposing a cost of rupees 5 to insufficient opportunities of not less than 5 times Despite such an opportunity, the appellant has neither reported the payment of the cost nor the complied with the office objection, nor even shown any reasons for non-compliance of office objection. Thus, it is a clear case where, thus it can be inferred that the appellant is neither interested in complying the office objection nor prosecuting the matter. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection and for non-prosecution. Nor the complied with the office objection, nor even shown any reasons for non-compliance.
64, Narayana vs.
Thus, it is a clear case where, thus it can be inferred that the appellant is neither interested in complying the office objection nor prosecuting the matter. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection and for non-prosecution. Nor the complied with the office objection, nor even shown any reasons for non-compliance.
64, Narayana vs.
Thus, it is a clear case where, thus it can be inferred that the appellant is neither interested in complying the office objection. The counsel for the appellant not present. In spite of granting several sufficient opportunities of not less than 5 days, the appellant has not complied office objection. As though the appeal could have been dismissed for non-compliance, however, in the best interest of justice. As a last chance, 3 days time is granted to comply office objection, however, imposing a cost of ₹500 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court during the course of the day, and filing a compliance memo along with original receipt to that effect in the registry within said time. In case if the cost is not paid and office objections are not complied within the time granted, the court would proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance as well for non-prosecution. If office objections are not complied with, the registry will issue this matter on 2/6.
Number 65, T. Prakash.
Kindly granted,
In
please.
case if the cost is not paid and office
Very
objections
good, very
are not
fast.
complied within the time granted, the court would proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance as well for non-prosecution. If office objections are not, at the request of the learned counsel for the appellant, that opportunity, a week's time is granted, however, imposing a cost of ₹500 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within a day from today and filing, etc., etc., etc. If not complied, court may proceed to pass appropriate order 5/6. ₹500 cost ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Number 66, Prakash BN.
Learned counsel for the appellant. That opportunity, a week's time is granted, however, imposing a cost of ₹500 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within a day from today and filing, etc., etc., etc. If not complied, court may proceed to pass appropriate order 5/6. ₹500 cost ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
Number 66, Prakash BN.
ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ವಕೀಲ್ರೆ. 3 days ಅಲ್ಲ, 1 ವಾರ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ ₹1,000 ಕಾಸ್ಟ್.
Geologically, I could not obtain from the client. All other office objection I can apply. 3 days time to give the.
ನೀವು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ.
Please.
52 ಜನ ವಕೀಲರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೆಮೊರಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ವಕೀಲರೆ. ಒಂದು ಲಾ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, 1 ವಾರ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ ₹1,000 ಕಾಸ್ಟ್. ಬರೀ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಿದೆ, ನೀವು ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರವೋಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ.
Please.
52 ಜನ ವಕೀಲರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪೇಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಪೀಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪೋಸಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಲಾ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, 1 ವಾರ ಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆ ₹1,000 ಬರೀ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ. The request of the learned counsel for the appellant. As a final last opportunity, serial number 64 they ಮಾಡಿ ₹500 ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ legal services authority. ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, within a day 1 week time ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. 2/6 ಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉಂಟು. ಎಸ್.
Number 67, Ananda.
The request of the learned counsel for the appellant. As a final last opportunity, serial number 64 they ಮಾಡಿ ₹500 ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿ legal services authority. ಪಿನ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, within a day 1 week time ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. 2/6 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟರೊಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉಂಟು. Yes.
Cell number 67, Ananda.
None appear for the appellant either physically or through video conference. No reasons of forthcoming for non-appearance of Laurent counsel for the appellant. The perusal of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting several insufficient opportunities of not less than 5 times, the appellant has not complied with the office objection. Several opportunities, including final opportunity and the last chance, were all given to the appellant to comply office objection, which he did not make use of. The office objections which are yet to be complied with inter alia include requirement to file IA for condonation of delay, filing of typed copy of the decree, correctly mentioning the address of the party, mentioning the date of disposal, etc. For these trivial office objections also, the appellant has taken enormous time, running into several years to comply. Furthermore, the learned counsel for the appellant also has remained absent today without even appearing through video conference and showing the reason for non-compliance. Hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection and for non-prosecution. Running into several years. Yes.
Cell number 68 in Jayaprakash Rao.
Furthermore, the learned counsel for the appellant also has remained absent today without even appearing through video conference and showing the reason for non-compliance. Hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection and for non-prosecution. Running into several years. Yes.
Cell number 68 in Jayaprakash Rao.
Furthermore, the learned counsel for the appellant also has remained absent today without even appearing through video conference and showing the reason for non-compliance. Hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-compliance of office objection. 200 rupees per day. The learned counsel for the appellant prays for a week's time to comply office objection. Considering the fact that sufficient opportunities even as final and for not less than 5 times, the opportunities were already granted to him, granting any further time, though as ultimate opportunity would be only at cost. Accordingly, imposing a cost of ₹1,000 payable by the appellant to the legal services committee of this court within 3 days from today and filing a complaints memo, etc., along with the receipt, etc. As an ultimate opportunity, a week's time is granted to comply. In case if the office objections are not complied, within the said time, registry to list the matter on 5/6. Yes.
Cell number 60.
The court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance.
Cell number 69, dear suspect.
Along with the receipt, etc.
Please, Lord, I pray for 2 weeks. Of course, there are a number of objections. The appellant died, LRs were brought, the LR husband also died. I am unable to contact them. Minimum cost negative.
Cell number 69, dear suspect.
Please, Lord, I pray for 2 weeks. Of course, there are a number of objections.
ಅವರೇ ನೀವು ನಾನು ಲಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಆಗಿನ ಕಾಲದ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕುರಿತಂತೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. 1-2 ವಾರ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ಕಾಲ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲದೂ ಬದಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಲೀಗಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ನ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ
ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋದು ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರನ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತದೆಯೇ? ನಿಮ್ದ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾ ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 2 ವಾರ ಬೇಕೇ?
ಒಂದ್ ವಾರದಾಗ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. material instructions ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ to be
To be stated in valuation.
ಆ
instructions ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನಿಮಗ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಅಲ್ವೇ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಕ್ಷಿದಾರನ ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ necessity ಬರ್ತದೆ. Request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, 10 days time as plead is granted, making it clear that no further adjournment is granted in this matter of the year 2019. In case if the office objections are not complied in total, list this matter on 7/6. 10 ದಿವಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ.
please.
Number 70, Gangadhar Aital.
Give for the
Request of the learned counsel for the
appellant, please, my lord.
appellant as a
I had not over 6 months due to my condition. Operation I took 2 times heart attack. Now I want 10.
ಅಷ್ಟು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೆ. ನೀವು ಸಿಟಿ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗಿಂದಲೂ ಹೆದರಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಎಲ್ರು. ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಈಗ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ?
ಈಗ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ?
ನಮ್ಗೊಂದು 10 days ಕೊಡಿ. ನಾನು
ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕೊಡುವ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, 1 second. ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕಮ್ 6 months ಇಂದ ನನಗೆ ವರ್ಚುವಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್.
ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಿರಿಮೆ. ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನನಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿರಿಮೆ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಿರಿಮೆ ತೋರಿಸಿ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು 10 days ಕೊಡಿ. ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗಾರು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಹಳ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ.
ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮಾಡಿ. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant.
ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ.
Final opportunity. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗಣೇಶ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? Final opportunity. 10 days time is granted to comply of his objection as paid. Failing which ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ previous order ಹೊಸಮತ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಸ್ 7/6 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮಾಡಿ. At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant.
ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ.
Final opportunity. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗಣೇಶ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? Final opportunity. 10 days time is granted to comply of his objection as paid. Failing which ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ previous order.
Cell number 71.
ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಸ್ 7/6 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮಾಡಿ.
71, Deep Openna.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗಣೇಶ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ? Final opportunity. 10 days time is granted to comply of his objection as paid. Failing which ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ previous order.
Cell number 71.
ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಸ್ 7/6 ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ 43.
Cell number 72, Joseph Anil Kumar, Deep Openna. Cell number 71.
43.
Cell number 72, Joseph Anil Kumar, Deep Openna. Cell number 72, Joseph Anil Kumar.
The request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity, though a week's time is granted to comply, however, imposing a cost of ₹1,000 payable by the appellant to the legal services committee of this court within 2 days from today, and filing a complaint, along with original receipt within the set time in the registry to that effect. In case if the office objections are not complied, publish this matter on 5/6, on which day the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for cost of ₹1,000 non-prosecution, non-compliance. Yes.
Cell number 73, Marilingegoda.
And filing a complaint, along with original receipt within the set time in the registry.
My lordship, I am appearing for a petitioner appellant in this case, my lordship. I am seeking for a 1 week time to comply the office objection, my lordship. There are 13 objections are remaining. Seeking a 1 week time to comply all the office objection, my lordship.
It's not that 13 objections are remaining. 13 objections were the only objections raised by the registry from its inception, which have never bothered to comply even a single one, including pagination and filling up the blanks.
I am seeking for a 1 week time to comply. Lordship, I seeking 1 week time to comply all the office objections.
200
My
rupees
humble
per day.
request. Seeking a 1 week.
I grant
to
you time.
comply all the office
200 rupees per day. It's not that 13 objections are remaining. How many days you want? Objections were the only objections. Even more number of days also can be granted. Which have never bothered my lord, even a single one, including pagination and filling up.
My Lordship, I 1 week time be granted, my Lordship. Lordship, I seeking 1 week time to
1
comply
week
all the
means 7 into 200, 1,400 rupees. I grant you time. You pray for any discount? Monsoon rebate? Even more number of days also can be granted. Which have never bothered my lord,
1 week time.
Number 69 haki. 10 days time ಮಾಡಿ 7 into 200, 1,400 cost haki. 1,000 rupees cost. LSC. Monsoon rebate 3 days from today. In case if not complete 76. 1,000 rupees cost ಕಟ್ಟಿ 2 ದಿವಸದೊಳಗೆ 10 ದಿವಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
74, Sachin PS.
Cost 1,000 rupees cost. LSC. Monsoon rebate 3 days from today. In case if not complete 76. 1,000 rupees cost ಕಟ್ಟಿ 2 ದಿವಸದೊಳಗೆ 10 ದಿವಸ ಟೈಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಸಣ್ಣದಿದೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಅಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
Number 74.
ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ವೇ? ಅದು ಸಂತೋಷ. ಉಳಿದಂತೆ ನಾವು ನಾನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದೇ? ಅಪೀಲು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಶೂರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟಿನೊಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಅದಾದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು 5 ಡೇ ಬಂದು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹಾಕಿದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ರೈಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಕೀಲರು ಮಾತ್ರ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾಕ್ಲಿ? ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡದೇ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟಿನೊಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಪೆಲೆಂಟ್. ಅದಾದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು submits that he has paid the cost imposed on 13/2/2022 today and once again prays for 3 days accommodation. ಅದು ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಕೀಲರು ಮಾತ್ರ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. No convincing reason are shown. No convincing reasons are appearing to grant further time. However, in the best interest of justice, as a ultimate opportunity, 3 days time as paid is granted, making it clear that in case if the office objection in their entirety are not complied within the set time, the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance of office objection. If office objections are not complied in their entirety, list this matter on 2/6. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ 3 ದಿವಸದೊಳಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್.
75, Ashok Kumar.
Ultimate opportunity, 3 days time as paid is granted, making it clear that in case if the office objection in their entirety are not complied.
Week time may be granted.
ಯಾಕ್ರಿ
ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
I conceal my mistake.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ 3 ದಿವಸದೊಳಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್. 10 days time is granted to comply office objection, failing which ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ if not complied 7/6 ಮಾಡಿ 10 days ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Non-compliance 76, Syed Akbar.
ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ.
ಇಷ್ಟೊಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
76, Syed Akbar Pasha.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as an ultimate opportunity. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ 3 ದಿವಸದೊಳಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್. 10 days time is granted to comply office objection, failing which ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ if not complied 7/6 ಮಾಡಿ 10 days ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Non-compliance 76, Syed Akbar.
Learned counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference.
76, Syed Akbar Pasha.
The perusal of the order sheet will go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting several and sufficient opportunities of not less than 6 times, the appellant has not complied with the office objection. He has not even appeared and at least through video conference and shown any reasons for non-compliance of office objection. The order sheet further revealed that on more than one occasion, the opportunities, even as finally, were granted to him. Even thereafter, once again, one more adjournment was granted only to enable the appellant to comply with the office objection. In spite of the same, the appellant has neither complied with the office objection or even showed any reason for non-compliance of office objection. The office objections that are required to be complied with also inter alia includes the very trivial and simple office objections. Even thereafter, like the mentioning of the date of events in the synopsis, proper stitching of the pages of the memorandum of appeal, mentioning the phone number of the learned counsel for the appellant in Wakala, number of days of alleged delay to be specifically mentioning and non-mentioning of the PIN. For to comply these office objections, the appellant of the memorandum of appeal is not evincing any interest when in fact the appeal is more than 4 years old. As such, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office. And non-mentioning of the PIN.
Yes. Number 77, Nagendra DV Gowda.
Complete these office objections, the appellant is not evincing any interest when in fact the appeal is more than 4 years old. As such, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, at the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, 2 days time is granted to complete all office objections, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. Office objections are not complied within time. Registry to list this matter on 1/6.
Yes. Number 78, Mohammed Usman Sheikh.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, 2 days time is granted to complete all office objections, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the appeal for non-compliance. Office objections are not complied within time. Registry to list this matter on 1/6.
Yes. Number 78, Mohammed Usman Sheikh.
And rupees cost payable to LSC by the appellant in 2 days from today and filing memo, etc., etc. As a last opportunity, 1 week time is granted in case if not filed, necessary orders, etc., etc., 2/6.
Number 79, Ravindra BS.
And rupees cost payable to LSC by the appellant in 2 days from today and filing memo, etc., etc. As a last opportunity, 1 week time is granted in case if not filed. Counsel for the appellant who is physically present submits the in view of the valuation made by the appellant which exceeds rupees 15 lakh, the matter may require to be posted before the appropriate division bench. Next line, the registry has also made a similar. The registry has also put a similar note in the order sheet. Next line, in view of the said memo, the said note and this portal submission, the registry is permitted to list this matter before the appropriate division bench. However, to obtain the necessary permission required if any by the Honorable Chief Justice. List this matter before the appropriate division bench on 2/6/2000 in the order sheet. 23. In the meantime, the appellant to comply the office objection if not already complied with. The registry is permitted. Yes.
Number 80, Sagar Baby.
But I appear for the appellant minutes. But it is my mistake, minutes that within the stipulated time I have not completed the office objection. Minutes, however, minutes on 13/9/2022 minutes, the matter was listed for non-compliance of office objections. Minutes time was granted. Minutes I had instructed my clerk. Minutes he says that minutes he has done it. Minutes I have personally not verified it. Minutes 2 days time may kindly be given. Minutes I'll do it. Personally I'll do it.
At the request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity, 3 days time is granted to comply office objection.
However, minutes on 13/9/2022 minutes, the matter was listed for
Complaints is not done in total. Registry to reach this matter on 1/6.
Silver 81, Sachin BS.
My lords, I have personally not verified it. My lords, 2 days time may kindly be given. My lords, I'll do it. Personally, I'll do it.
Request of the learned counsel for the appellant as a final last opportunity. 3 days time is granted to complete. Last ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಿ. Complaints is not done in total. Registry to reach this matter on 1/6. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಆನಂದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಡ್ಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಂದವೇ. ಮಾವಿನ ಗೊರಟನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ರಸ ಹೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಹಿಂಡಿ ಚೀಪಿ ಅದರ ನಾರನ್ನು ಚೀಪಿದಾಗ ಅವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಳಿ ಹುಳಿ ಸಿಹಿ ಸಿಹಿ ರುಚಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಹಾಗೆ ತಮಾಷೆಗಳಿವೆ. ಚೀಪಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಹೇಗೆ? ಆನಂದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ರು ಚೀಪ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಡ್ಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ಆನಂದ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಂದವೇ. ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1/6 maximum 3 days. Yes.
Silver 82, M. Ramchandra Reddy.
ನಾರನ್ನು ಚೀಪಿದಾಗ ಅವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹುಳಿ ಹುಳಿ ಸಿಹಿ ಸಿಹಿ ರುಚಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಹಾಗೆ
Silver 82, M. Ramchandra Reddy.
ತಮಾಷೆಗಳಿವೆ. ಚೀಪಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಹೇಗೆ? ಆನಂದ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ರು ಚೀಪ್ ಬಾಲ್ಯದ ಆನಂದ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಚಂದವೇ. ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1/6 maximum 3 days. Yes.
Silver 82, M. Ramchandra Reddy.
Also for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. In spite of granting several sufficient opportunities of not less than 6 times, the appellant has not complied with the office objection. The result of the order sheet would go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, sufficient opportunities even as finally. Also for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. Were granted to the even after granting the final opportunity, once again an adjournment was granted to enable the appellant to comply with the office objection. In spite of the same, the appellant has not complied with the office objection, which office objections are very small and simple in nature. Further, the appellant also, having remained absent, has not shown any reason for non-compliance. The research circumstance, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution and also for non-compliance of appeal.
Yes. Silver 83, Narayan Swamy PM.
Small and simple in nature. Further, the appellant also, having remained absent, has not shown any reason for non-compliance. The research circumstance, I do not find any reason to grant any further time. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution and also for non-compliance of appeal.
Yes. Silver 83, Narayan Swamy PM.
Small and simple in nature.
84, Manjunath V. Silver 84, Silver 85, Manjunath V. Silver 85, Manjunath V. Silver 86, VM Halaswamy.
Decree request to be corrected. Item schedule item number 7 to 14 are not included. The decree, my lord. It was the application of put, my lord. It was not put up. I was informed, my lord. Just weeks to 10 days, my lord. I will do that.
Silver 86, VM Halaswamy.
That submission was made on the previous occasion also.
It was moved on the application as it was not put up before the that's what I have been in case. Weeks time. So it's a decree, even this board can direct, my lord, regarding the correction of the decree. It's not in my control here.
When did you file the application? That submission was made on the previous application also.
Date, my lord, I will.
The counsel for the opponent, while reiterating the submission made by him on 14/9/2022, once again, request for 10 days accommodation. Though the needful could have been done by the learned counsel at the earliest point of time, since the appeal is of the year 2009. When did you file the application? That submission was made on the. And though the sufficient time even thereafter was granted to him, however, considering the submission made today as a final last opportunity, 10 days time as prayed is granted, making it clear that in case if the needful in their entirety are not done in form and the office objections are not completed in the total within 10 days from today, the appeal stands dismissed on its own for non-compliance of office objection from 11th day from today without any further order by the submission made today as a final last.
Number 87, Suhasri.
As prayed is granted, making it clear that in case if the needful in their entirety are not done in form and the office objections are not completed in the total within 10 days from today, the appeal stands dismissed on its own for non-compliance of office objection from 11th day from today without any further order by the submission made today as a final last.
Number 87, Suhasri.
Similar to 43, date 5/6.
Number 88, Prasad BS.
Similar to 43, date 5/6. Similar to 80, 3 days, 1/6.
89, Prasad BS.
Same order.
Number 90, NG Parke.
To appear for the appellant matter, my lord. Time to be granted.
Similar to 80, 3 days, 1/6.
89, Prasad BS.
Same order.
Number 90, NG Parke.
To appear for the appellant matter, my lord. Time to be granted.
On cost. At the request of the learned counsel for the opponent, as an ultimate opportunity, 10 days time is granted to comply office objection, however, imposing the cost of ₹500 payable by the appellant to the legal services committee of this court within 3 days from today and filing a complaints memo along with the receipt to that effect in the registry within the said time. In case if the office objections are not completed in court, as an ultimate opportunity, 10 days time is granted to comply office objection, however, please this matter ₹500. 8/6, on which day the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of the non-compliance.
Number 91, Manjunath, please.
In case if the office objections are not completed in court, as an ultimate opportunity, 10 days time is granted to comply office objection, however, please this matter ₹500. 8/6, on which day the court may proceed to pass appropriate order, including dismissal of. 87, yes.
Number 92, Aditi.
Yes.
Number 93, Amsit Hegde. Number 92, Aditi.
Some of the face.
Serial number 94, Aditi. Serial number 93, Amsit Hegde. Number 92, Aditi.
Yes.
Till number 95, N. Gopal. Till number 95, N. Gopal.
Counsel for the appellant neither present physically nor through video conference. No reasons are forthcoming for non-appearance of counsel for the appellant. Reversal of the order sheets will go to show that in this appeal of the year 2019, in spite of granting several and sufficient opportunities, not less than 6 times, the appellant has not complied with the office objection. On 6/4/2021, this court had granted as a last chance a week's time to comply office objection. However, by imposing a cost of ₹500. According to registry, the appellant has not even paid the said cost also, apart from non-compliance of office objection. After imposing such a cost and granting time as a last chance, still this court had granted the appellant as a last chance a week's time to comply office objection. 2 more adjournments in the best interest of justice to comply office objection. Despite the same, the appellant has not complied with office objection and has not made use of the opportunities given to him to do needful. Furthermore, having remained absent today, the reasons for non-appearance and non-compliance also has not been shown by the learned counsel for the appellant who could have appeared through video conference. Hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time in this appeal of the year 2009. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office. Having remained absent today, the reasons
Number 96, Pratik Kesi.
also has not been shown by the learned counsel for the
Yes,
appellant who could have
objections.
appeared through video
Followed
conference.
by
Hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time in this appeal of the year 2009. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office. Having remained absent today, the reasons
Number 96, Pratik Kesi.
by the learned counsel for the
yes, objections. Followed by
hence, I do not find any reason to grant any further time in this appeal of the year 2009. Accordingly, the appeal stands dismissed for non-prosecution as well as for non-compliance of office.
Number 96, Pratik Kesi.
Letter 87. Yes.
7th time non-compliance is number 97, Nagaraja S.
Monday, first.
Letter 87. Yes.
7th time non-compliance is number 97, Nagaraja S.
How many days you want? 2 days. 3,000 rupees cost. Day before yesterday, this matter had come up before me. The office objections have remained the same. On that day itself, you could have taken a longer time. You submitted that you would comply the office objections during the course of the day. Accordingly, a day's accommodation, though you said that during the course of the day you would do, still a day's accommodation, in addition to during the course of the day, was granted to you, imposing a cost of rupees 500. That means you are aware of the nature of office objections. On that day itself, you could have and thinking that, say, or calculating the required time, you yourself opted for time, and the court has granted you more time than what you opted. But still you have not complied. Therefore, the court is labored with repeating this matter. For listing this matter, 14 of my staff have to put their labor for no valid reasons or purposes. As such, the cost would be 3,000 rupees. Calculating the required time, you yourself opted for time, and the court has granted you more time than what. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂಟಿನಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನೀವು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ 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 ಸಾಕಾಗಿದೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು, ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತಗಳು ಇದ್ದ ಪಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೂಟಿನಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಖದವ್ರ ಮುಂದೆ ಸುಖದಕ್ಕ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮೊಫಿಜಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು, ನಿಷ್ಕ್ರಿಯ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸ. ಇದೇ ACMM ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ 2600 ಫೈಲ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಒಬ್ಬ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಕ್ಲರ್ಕ್ ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರು ಒಬ್ರು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂರೋರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು. 1.5 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಸ್ಟೆನೋಗ್ರಾಫರ್ಗಳು ಚೇಂಜ್. ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸ್ಟೆನೋಗ್ರಾಫರ್ 2 ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಬ್ರು ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರದ್ದು ಇಡೀ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಕೋಟಾ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, 28 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟೀರಿಯಂ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಇಂಟೀರಿಯಂ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್. 2600 ಫೈಲ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಒಬ್ಬ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಕ್ಲರ್ಕ್ ಡೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್, ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, 1.5 ಗಂಟೆ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೂರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು KJD ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಅವೆನ್ಯೂ ರೋಡ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಂಟೀರಿಯಂ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ರಗಳೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಫೈಲ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟೇಜ್, ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಂಥದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವ್ರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ರೈಟ್, ಅವರ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ. ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಯೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಪೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ರಗಳೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಂಥದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟವ್ರ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತನ್ನಿ. The learned counsel for the appellant, at whose instance on 22/5/2023 a day's accommodation to compel office subjection was granted, though by imposing a cap of rupees 500, is once again praying for 2 more days time to compel office subjection. Needless to say that while seeking for time on 22/5/2023 itself, he was aware of the nature of the office objections which were yet to comply with. Despite the same, he volunteered to opt for a day's accommodation, which were granted. Since showing no any valid reasons, he is requesting for 1 more adjournment by 2 days to comply office subjection. I am of the view that unnecessarily he has put labor to the registry in making lot of entries in the concerned registers and computers and re-listing the matter for no valid reasons or purpose. As such, granting of 2 days time would be only by imposing additional cost and as an ultimate opportunity, that too with a peremptory order. Accordingly, imposing a cost of rupees 2,000 payable by the appellant to the Legal Services Committee of this court within a day from today, and filing a complaints memo along with original receipt in the registry within the said time. As a final last opportunity, 4 days time is granted to comply office subjection, failing which from the 5th day onwards the appeal stands dismissed on its own for non-compliance of office subjection without any further orders by this.
Number 98,
Within a day from today, and filing a complaints memo along with original receipt in the registry within the said time. As a final last opportunity, 4 days time is granted to comply office subjection, failing which from the 5th day onwards the appeal stands dismissed on its own for non-compliance of office subjection without any further orders by this.
Number 98,
Within a day from today, filing a complaints memo less time is granted to comply office objection, failing which from the fifth day onwards, the appeal stands dismissed on its own for non-compliance of office objection without any further orders by this court.
Number 98, Shivachananappa.
Till number 76 ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ ಎಂದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Referee absent to ego. In spite of granting finally one more adjournment was granted. Even after granting finally he did not comply. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹಾಕಿ same order dismiss non-compliance non-prosecution.
Madam, still number 99, Bacharaj DP.
That was listed day before yesterday regarding payment of court fee, which I have already paid on the same day. Now the office has raised seeking the proof of having paid the 13,000 deficit court fee before the trial court. I have requested my counterpart to verify by applying.
Counsel for the appellant submits that.
Before yesterday regarding payment of court fee, which I have already paid on the same day. Now the office has raised seeking the
DCF of rupees 65,900
having paid the 13,000 deficit
has been paid by him on 22/5/2023
I have
itself.
requested my counterpart to verify
Okay.
by applying.
To meet the subsequent query raised by the registry, he requests 10 days time. As finally, 2 weeks time is granted to do anything in the matter.
Still number 100, Jagdish Achari.
Please DCF of rupees 65,900 has been paid by him on 22/5/2023 itself. You may have to make an application, a memo won't do.
No, madam. As per court direction next time.
He requests 10 days time.
Court
As
direction.
finally, ಯಾವತ್ತು ಡೇಟು
Jagdish Achari.
ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಡೇಟು. ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ಡೇಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್. ಪಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ. You cannot make the court as your clerk. You have to make an application, a memo won't do. Matter is passed over at the request of the 11th counsel for the appellant. Yes.
Still number 101, Satish TS.
Date. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಡೇಟು. ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ನೀವು ಡೇಟ್ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್. ಪಾಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ. You cannot make the court as your clerk. You have to make an application, a memo won't do. Matter is passed over at the request of the 11th counsel for the appellant as a last chance. A week's time as grade is granted, failing which the court may proceed to pass appropriate order. In case if needful is not done, registry to list this matter on 6th.
Still number 102, SF Anis Ahmad.
The request of the counsel for the appellant who is physically present during the DB refer ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. Same. Yes, refer to DB. List the matter before DB on 2/6. Yes.
Still number 103, Mahesh L. SF Anis
With
Ahmad.
respect to this office objection, in para 14 and 15 of the judgment of the trial court, my lord, they were all deleted and no relief was claimed by the plaintiff. This is the defendant's appeal before this honorable court. And I did not seek any relief against these defendants. Kindly, my lord, come to page number 31 of my appeal memo.
Why did you not bring these aspects before the registry?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But later I thought that a detailed note would have sufficed the. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 14
made this exercise could have been attempted before registrar of judicial alway.
Please, I'm sorry. Page 31 ನಲ್ಲಿ.
Why did you not bring these aspects
as
before
an
the registry?
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ
formal
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್
Even
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But later I thought that a detailed note ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. No relief is claimed against them. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 14
made this exercise could have been attempted before registrar of judicial alway.
Please, I'm sorry. Page 31 ನಲ್ಲಿ.
formal
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ನೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. But later I thought that a detailed note ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. No relief is claimed against them.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಬ್ಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಗೇನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ, ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಲು ಆದೇಶಿಸುತ್ತದೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಪ್ಲೇಂಟಿಫ್ they did not press their leave and a memo is also filed.
ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ತಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೆ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ನೀವು ಹಾಗೆ ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಅಥವಾ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗೆ ಎಗೇನೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರವಾಗಿನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಅದೇ. ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಲು ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದ ಆದೇಶವಿದೆ. ಇಂತಹ ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಆದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನೀವು ಮಾಡುವುದು ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಸೂಕ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದವ್ರು ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಲಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಬೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೀ, ಈವನ್ ದಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. It serves no purpose, but formality to be followed ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ನಾನು ಸೂಕ್ತ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಇದೆ. This binds not only me, even the hands of the registry also. It serves no purpose. ಯಾವಾಗ ತೀರಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
2021.
ಆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಖಾಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಿಧನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವುದರ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮೆಮೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಮೊನ? ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. ಹಾಕಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಪಾಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ. ಖಾಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಿಧನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೀವು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮೂಲಕ ನೀಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮೆಮೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಮೊನ? ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. ಹಾಕಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಪಾಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ. ಖಾಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ನಿಧನ ಹೊಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಓವರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಾಯರ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮೆಮೊನ? ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ. ಹಾಕಿ ಬನ್ನಿ, ನಾನು ಪಾಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇನೆ ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಮೆಮೊ ಹಾಕಿ. ಬರೀತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Code officer. Serial number 121 pass over ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ?
121. 21 ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
Code officer.
ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ 121 ಇದೆ.
Okay sir, thank you. Code officer. Serial number 121 pass over ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ?
121. 21 ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
Code officer.
ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ 121 ಇದೆ.
Okay sir, thank you. Code officer. Serial number 121 pass over ಆಗಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಾ?
121. 21 ಇದೆ ಸರ್.